is that straight? Today is meant to be a really hot day, so, and because I haven't done a driving video for a while, I am going to go for a drive. We're not going to a long drive. I haven't put air in the tyres. We're just going to Cowbridge. We're going to go to Cowbridge. Right, that's plugged in. That's on. All the windows are open. The sunroof's open. The moonroof. Off we go. Turn stabilisation on, because sometimes I forgot at least once to turn stabilisation on the phone. Hopefully I've got stabilisation turned on, otherwise the video is going to be terrible. The video is awful when stabilisation is not on. Which way to go? We're going to go in this lane. Stop by here and just check whether stabilisation is actually on. It bothers me. I don't want to accidentally do a video with stabilisation is on, not on. Stop. I'm going to stop the other side of the van. I was hoping for the shaded spot to stop it. I'll just stop by here. Stop by here. Right. Reverse up. It's not much of a shade. There's a tiny bit of shade there. Yeah, stabilisation is on. Okay, off we go. Via the Herberts. Yeah, we go via a small village called Llandoch, which isn't the Llandoch at near Penart. It's a different Llandoch. We've got two Llandoch in the Vale of Glamorgan in the Vale. Lauren and Clement. Just looking at the trim level on the Octavia event. days this morning. Yeah. There's two. There's two. Driving now, everyone notices you make a mistake, and you just carry on. You just carry on, and everyone knows. Oh, just put your hand up. Well, that's a majority, not everyone. I think there's a majority of drivers are just sensible on the road. Like you, nice old Volvo V70 across the road. There. Yeah, cars I was looking up on Auto Trader this morning. I was looking up XFs, particularly the pre-facelift, the old XFs, the first generation XFs, but only the two. They had all sorts of different engines. The XFs, they had like how many engines they've got? Like, I don't know, there's loads. There's like 10 different engines that's available in Jaguar XFs. But the early first generation ones, they were available with this V6, a 3-litre Duratec engine. So that's one of the two engines I'd buy. The other is the 4.2-litre V8. And of course later they had the 5-litre V8, but then that's just prohibitively expensive. And but they've also got several different flavours of straightforward diesel, and you've got diesel and petrol V6s. Oh look, we're behind the DBX, a brand new DBX, because they're built here. This one's actually doing a run or something. Oh, look at that! Is that because the factory's only about a mile from here, only about 2 or 3 miles from here. So could that be a new one? That's on like a trade plate. Well, that could be a prototype. Oh, we're onto something. Follow that DBX. Follow that DBX. Follow that DBX. You know, yeah. So, thing is, the engine in that is probably, because isn't it true that DBX is going to be available with straight 6 hybrid? Because I believe they were available with straight 6 engines in China only, but I need to look that up, because in this country they always had the AMG V8 engines, the 4-litre V8s. Right, oh, pass it, a bit faster, closer to it. There we go. Right, speed limit, so I can't go faster. And of course that thing's much more powerful, no matter what engine's in it, and it's just going to go trundling off. But I mean, I was 60 at the speed limit anyway. It's a warm day today, and I bet they've got air conditioning as well. Yeah, with these driving videos, I have to go through a bunch of the driving videos again, start making proper thumbnails. I'm sure that'll work. I'm sure I can do that. So DBX is still in development then, because I assume this is a development machine or a prototype. I've got shares in Aston Martin, so I could have, but I don't have enough to know what's going on. At least I got voting rights now, but see, it's not got a proper plate, it's got a temporary trade plate or whatever it's called, the temporary plates. So it's that right-hand driver, left-hand driver. I can see exhaust on it. I'll take my sunglasses off. Right. box underneath, so those exhausts look different. I will have to look this up. I will have to look this up. Look at that. It's still got plastic on it. Those exhausts look kind of cool, don't they? Those exhausts look kind of cool. It's got a dual layer diffuser at the back. That's appropriate. Aston Martin in the F1 connection. Put the windows down a bit. It's a bit warm in here. I don't have air conditioning. That does look really cool. The bumper on that looks really cool. It does. And there's a Range Rover behind. We are recording, just check we're recording, yeah. Come out of the right time. Yes, I'm going to have to look up whether the DBX always had the vertical exhaust like that, because I didn't know. Because I know that, if I recall, the first version of the DBX had the two exhausts, and they had like a perforated, it looks like a colander or something, and the exhaust stuck out through the middle of the colander. I've only got 1080p video at the moment. So later ones, didn't the DBX 707, that had two exhausts, but I can't remember what they looked like. Yeah, where are we going? Where are we going? We're going to Cowbridge via St Athan. No, we're not going to. Why am I coming this way? I was going to go to St Athan. Oh, we're on the Cowbridge road. I've gone the wrong direction. I've gone the wrong direction. I wanted to go a different way, but I've gone the wrong direction. Oh, we got distracted by a DBX now. We got distracted by a DBX. So I'm on the Cowbridge road. Yeah, I should have gone the coast road. I should have gone the coast road. It says Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency. That's what it says on the side of the number plate, temporary number plate. Yeah, I was planning to go to the Llandoch today, wasn't I? Llandoch via St Athan, but maybe we'll have to do it in the reverse direction. I mean, I've got half a tank of gas. Well, I'll tell you what we can do. We could go to St Athan, not St Athan, go to Cowbridge, then I'll turn to go to St Athan, but I'll go via the old St Athan road, go past Beaupre, then when we get to the Herberts, I'll turn right and go through the Herberts, and we'll go back into Cowbridge. That's what I think we're going to do. That's what I think we're going to do. I got distracted. Yeah, I should have turned left back at the Waycott Cross. See, I've only just come out on a whim today. I've come out on a whim. But we see this lovely DBX. Look, it's an unusual DBX. I don't think I'll follow it on this whole journey. It could be a bit creepy. You know, and if anyone says anything, say, well, I own stock in the company, you know, we're going to know what's going on. I don't know much, plus the company stock price has lost me a lot of money because it's just gone down and down and down over the last few years. DBXs, because a lot of the current development of Aston Martin, at least in the public and when we're marketing, seems to be focusing on the two-door cars, and I think the DBX has been, well, it's a lovely SL in the car park there. Yeah, I think the DBX has been ignored a bit. They did the 707, the updated version, and effectively stopped production, even though I think it's still optionable to have the old 707 versions. Because rich people buy them, they're always going to go for the 707, the newer ones. But I thought that this car that never had enough development, never had enough love. They made it, sold a bunch of them. And like with other manufacturers, the SUV tends to be a really big seller. Like Porsche, Cayennes and Macans everywhere, and even Ferrari. I've seen a few Pura Sangues on the road. I've seen one in a house in Penarth. But the DBX, I know there's a house in Corntown that has one, but I've seen one parked up on the street in Barry, a black one on Thompson Street. But I think it's a car that hasn't had enough love from the manufacturer. I know it could have been their biggest seller. Could have been their biggest seller. And maybe the AMG engine actually holds it back. I know this is an opinion. I know that, like I said, I'm sure there was a straight six that was sold for the Chinese market, maybe even a straight six hybrid, which may have been the AMG 53 engine, the hybrid straight six hybrid AMG engine. Could have been that, because I think it's just a drop in place of the AMG V8. Well, this has got 4 exhausts, so it could still be another development of the V8. Could even be the V12. I doubt it. What other engine options are there? Because we're restricted to AMG engines, aren't we? AMG have that straight 4 hybrid, which they're phasing out. It was only used for a couple of months in the C-Class AMG, haven't they? And that's a straight 4 hybrid. I mean, you could put that into a DBX. But then, the sort of people that buy DBXs may complain, oh, it's only going 2 litre straight 4. But it's a good engine. It is. On paper, a good engine. I'd have fun up a gear. Going on 4th. 60 and 4th for a couple of miles, yeah. Okay, little DBX, we're going to be disappearing into Cowbridge. You can go and do your development drive. Yeah, if I had more money, I'd buy more shares in the company. But then, their performance, the share price performance of the last couple of years, doesn't fill you with confidence. I wish I could know more about this car in front and what it's doing. Alright, DBX, you can go do your thing. I'm going to disappear into Cowbridge. It's nice. So I gave them a wave. Hopefully they saw that. They don't know who I am. They don't know I'm a shareholder. They probably don't even know how much money they've lost me. Yeah, my total investments, although I'm up on money, if you take into account all the dividends, I did this week, I totted up all my dividends I've received over the years, and I should actually have more money than I've got. So, and a lot of that is down to Aston Martin losing money. And few other companies that have lost money, but yeah. But Aston Martin's the big one. They've lost me the most money. You know, I still support the company. I still want to keep shares in the company. Alright, what did we say we're going to do? We're going to right, we'll go back almost towards St Athan, then we'll turn down the Herberts. So that means turning left here towards St Athan, because this road on the left is where I usually come into Cowbridge. But oh, we're gonna get copyrighted. We're gonna get copyrighted. Oh, see, I gotta go to people with the bloody music playing. I don't want to get copyrighted. I'm making a video. Too slow. Windows open now. Bloody car behind it, Golf behind it. Looked like a Golf. It was just playing loud music, super loud, and it could copyright me and cause me all sorts of problems. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't normally come this direction on this road, and usually come in the other direction. It's been repaved a bit, because it was like driveland stone, so there's still that hole, the drain there. I'm sure that is the entrance they built on the right, is to a new housing estate. Get away from the trees. It's quite narrow by here, it's quite narrow. And this bend by here is where the railway used to come through. This road on the left is an old track bed for the railway. Right, there's a road on the right. When the little detour we're doing now should come out on the road on the right. There's a road on the right, but there. I'm hoping it's come back out by there. If I've done this right. So we'll go up towards the Herberts. Come on, little car. This is a steep hill. Is this the steepest hill in the Vale? I think. Yeah, I think this might be the steepest hill in the Vale. Steeper than Trinity Street in Barron. I quite like the second generation X-Trail. That's another car I'm looking out for. C5 box. Jack. Record. So a few nice cars today. Yeah, so I'm looking at Jag XF now, but with only the engine options that are available early on in the life of the first generation XF, because I think they were the better engines. Because like with Jaguar, you want to avoid the diesel Ingeniums because they're unreliable. Big camera in the car as well, so I just had a passing thought, maybe we could stop off at Beaupre Castle by here and then go and take the big camera into the castle. You can see it's slightly blue. We're not going to go into the castle today. First saw the castle, these hedges on the left were really cut back and it looked really impressive from up here. I had a taller car then, that was the RVR Space Runner. Do I want to reverse back uphill? There you go, I can reverse uphill. Go on, that Jaguar is going to put some stress into the ZF gearbox. You know, I did that in one of the other videos, didn't I? I noticed a Jaguar with a ZF gearbox reversing uphill, and there's enough room to get through there. Should be enough. Should be fine. Okay. There's a Volvo and something else stuck. We reversing up again? We reversing up again? And there's a Jeep behind. Right, can we get through there? Well, if the Jag can get through there, I can get the Paseo through there. It's a bit tight. Yeah, should go. Should be able to go. Should be able to go. Brilliant. I put the windows down because we're travelling a bit slower. There we go. Thank you, Volkswagen. Look at the Jeep coming up behind as well. I can't quite see it. It's around the corner, but if I can go, but there. The thing is, it really damages and scrapes the paintwork. Go on E-Class, you can get through there. And the van stopped. Brilliant. My Jeep's going to struggle to get through. Go on, stay there. Go on. Stay up, is it? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's me talking about buying bigger cars, and yeah, the Paseo is just good at this because it's small. It's a small car. I can just move around. So if I need to remember, if I had a bigger car, I really need to concentrate on going on the more main roads. So a Defender up there. And, I was watching Harry Metcalf last night, and the new Defender is even wider. Oh, the Defender Octa is even wider. So, although it's a rugged car, they're using it in lanes like this or on farms, so it's going to be even more awkward to use. I bet they're going to sell loads of them, and they'll all have the big chunky tyres. The Defender Octa will sell loads. Will sell hundreds of them. They'll all have the big chunky tyres and the big off-road tyres, and they'll all be in the rich, wealthy neighbourhoods in the middle of cities. Yeah, this is the Herberts we just drove through. That was the turn. This is the corner I don't normally come down. I don't usually come down. There's a school on the left, but it's behind all the houses and poop on the road. Yeah, this is a route road I rarely come down. And what's this Defender doing? Okay. It's okay place to live, isn't it? Road I think it is. Is this the road? I think it is. Obviously a bit unpaved. Right, I've got to take my sunglasses off because I can more easily see the holes on the road. Because my sunglasses are orange, yellow, red, and well, so they graduated, and they increase the contrast, and it makes it harder to see in the shadows. Hole there, so I can slow down. Glad I didn't put more air in the tyres. Keep the tyres below. Llandoch, different Llandoch. So you've got two Llandoch in the Vale, and this is the other one. It's an Aston Martin and a drive there, but it's a what the? Why are they stopped? What are they doing? What's going on? What's going on? What is this? Move your skip. There is a narrow bridge at the bottom. You're going to get over it. Okay. Okay. Didn't know what they're going to do. EA63. Yeah, sure. Okay, they're going in there. And there's a Range Rover coming out the other side. Okay. No idea. Nothing to do with me. Oh, see, there's a twig. There's a twig. If I go slowly, I don't want it to scrape the bodywork. I've got enough scratches on the bodywork as it is. I do know a couple of people who will fix all the bodywork for me. It's just I don't have the money and I'm scared to ask them. Yeah. I mean, even though I got a narrow car, there's all these trees hanging out in the... There's a big hole there. The brakes were still working, even though I do have sort of a little issue with the brakes where they do scrape a bit. Smell the onions and garlic. Smell the wild garlic. This road, yeah, this was unusual the way it's broken up. Bits of wall and cobbles in the hedge there, where walls come down. Some of these walls have been here for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. These paths, oh, this is a narrow bridge, by a narrow bridge, or the bridge. That's a really pretty house. There's an old mill up here. There's another Defender. Such a pretty house. There was a house up here on the right that I had on my favourites list on the right move at one time. Oh, and the mill. Oh yeah, we're not going up there. That goes up to the castle. There's a Llandoch castle up on the top, but it's not. We're not going up there. We're going down here, past the mill. There's a mill. It's not a Ford. There's another bridge up here. There goes a Mercedes. There's the mill. The mill was for sale not so long ago. It was on my favourites list as well. There's another house behind us. It was on my favourites list, but oh, it looks like it's been done out. But yeah, I don't have the money for that. It's an old mill. There's another bridge up here. And this will send us back into Cowbridge. What do you mean taxi? Oh, it's a taxi. It's a new Octavia taxi. Okay. There we go. Thank you, taxi driver. Yeah, the new style Octavia looks okay. It's grown on me. I didn't like the flatter front at first, but it's grown on me now. The problem with it, I just don't like all the ADAS it's got on it. And they had a brand new Octavia VRS on Dream Car giveaways last week, and it looked amazing in the green. It looked absolutely stunning. But then you had the DSG gearbox, and the problem with the Volkswagen DSG gearbox is the manual mode is not a manual mode and doesn't let you hold a gear, and that kind of pisses me off. It's like taking away, it's like treating your drivers as if they're stupid. Admittedly, it could be stupid if you just spend a long time like bouncing the revs off the limiter, but you know, if you've got the option to into your car, you should be allowed to do whatever you like. I mean, there was other things that put me off because the older VRSs had a 4-wheel drive option, and that one didn't have it. And I didn't enter it, but it would have been a nice car. Right, yeah, we drove past here a couple of minutes ago. Right, back into Cowbridge. Right, shall I stop? I've got my writing stuff on me, so I think I'll go into Costa. I don't know what the time is. We'll go into Costa, and I might have a cool drink in Costa. Cool drink and a cookie. I'm worried about how much it's going to cost me, but I could do with a cool drink. I could do with a nice cool drink. A frappe with coffee. Caramel frappe with coffee. The F-Pace never available with the Duratec engine. I don't know. Don't know. I guess it was built around Ingenium engines, wasn't it? It was designed to have Ingenium engines. Awesome. See, one of my dream cars is an Elan. Yeah. There's a A-Class with AMG engines, but it's not an AMG. There's another X-Trail. Can we go up here? Crossing. Cross. Said Beacon Church on the building. Then I was thinking, it reminded me of Bracken. I haven't gone up to Bracken in a while. That would be a good trip to do. But again, I'm worried about the condition of my poor little car. Is there a place we can stop in the shade? No, there isn't. There's no place for the stop. There is on the side, but it's not really a proper car parking space. I guess we'll go by here. So I'm not far from the. If I go over there, then I'm next to the. On the ground next to the Dewberry. What's that all about? Someone's phone. Just decide where you're going to stop, for flip's sake. And that'll do. I It just seems as if the car parking space next to us is too wide. Oh, maybe it is just a wide car parking space. It just seems wide. Alright, let me go and get a ticket and then... Yeah, I got a ticket. There's some strange wide spot we were in. Counter spots. I'll put the windows up and then stop the video.